Perfectionism isn't noble, it's an acceptability costume. We adopt it because we feel unworthy. We get it from teachers, coaches, parents, siblings. The "it's never enough" shame voice we internalized when we were young. And then now what we use to fuel ourselves as adults. Some of us have figured out how to look confident in imperfection, but the rest of us get stuck in a loop of over preparing to somehow protect ourselves from looking dumb or failing. That's perfectionism, and it's self sabotage disguised as craftsmanship or grit. But it's a golden cage. In this video, I'm going to show you how to understand and uproot perfectionism before it becomes an addictive cycle. If you're ready to break free from overthinking and procrastination in a real, non-generic way, click the link below. It's the fastest relief I know of, and it's already helped hundreds of creators. If you could sit your heroes down, 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you they would tell you that their best work was a total shit show behind the scenes. The stuff that changed lives, the stuff that built their legacy, probably felt like laughable chaos with a truly messy outcome. Anything but perfect. The addiction of safety. Perfectionism hooks you because it feels noble and sexy and safe. And it's literally addictive because of your brain's wiring. The huge limbic system in your brain lights up with dopamine when you're anticipating something, not when you're getting something. That means the dream, the talking, the gathering, the honing, the perfecting feels incredible. That's the hit your brain is chasing. You're being rewarded for preparing and preparing and preparing. So of course you endlessly tweak. Perfectionism is literally intoxicating. The Collateral example. It's like Jamie Foxx's character in Collateral. He's been driving a cab for 12 years, saving up for his dream limo company, Island Limos. His cab is spotless, perfect service, fastest routes, or the ride is free. And then Tom Cruise's character eventually calls him out. All it ever took was a down payment on a Lincoln Town car, but you didn't do it because you were never gonna do it. And one day you'll wake up and realize it never happened, and you are old. Ouch. Fantastic movie, by the way. That's perfectionism. All the polish, all the dreaming, all the preparing, but no leap. It's an impressive pursuit, but it's stuckness. Why we fall into it. Most of us inherit perfectionism from church, from sports, mostly from parents who shined really bright or who were absent and sort of left a complex of unworthiness. And so when we become adult creators, all we have to fuel ourselves is that shame-soaked voice of never enoughness. But that voice doesn't create actual brilliance. It creates paralysis. It traps you in overthinking loops, scared to ship off and finish anything actually real. Perfectionism is often just shame disguised as discipline. Now, quick caveat, because I know some of you are thinking like, I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to be great. Here's how you tell the difference. Perfectionism is delay dressed up as progress. It's tweaking forever without actually making it better. Excellence is making something better, not just different. And here's the lens to see the difference. Your work is always a snapshot. It's never finished. There's always something you're going to want to change. As soon as I upload this video, I guarantee you I'm going to find something wrong with it. But this snapshot right here is sacred. It is the reflection of how I feel right now in my lived experience as a perfectionist myself. And so this moment is really important to capture. A pro learns how to finish, and finishing requires respecting that snapshot. Because if you don't finish, you're just stuck in this kind of purgatory of endless beginnings. Ask yourself 3 things in order to finish. Does it feel good to me? Does it communicate something honest? Does it carry energy all the way through? If yes, it's done. If no, keep moving, keep tweaking, but make sure you're actually making things better, not just different. The irony of perfection. Perfectionism is such a cosmic joke that for whatever reason we all keep falling for. The people, the art, the music, the films, the athletes, the figures, the stuff that makes waves. They're never flawless. It's the rough edges, the underdog, the bleeding colors, the shaky camera angle, the hungover hero, the scar on the beautiful face. That's the stuff that we cling on to. We don't and we can't resonate with perfection. We resonate with what we feel in ourselves. And what most of us feel in ourselves is anything but perfect. And yet we keep polishing towards something that nobody actually wants. We can't escape the cosmic joke because we're so endlessly hypnotized by not feeling good enough. The self-trust trap. Underneath perfection is usually a lack of self-trust. You tell yourself you're just refining, you're tweaking, you're pursuing greatness, but that ego game in and of itself can very quickly become an echo chamber. And in that echo chamber, you lose trust in your instinct. And your instinct thrives on vulnerability and risk taking. And this one's gonna hurt. Sometimes perfectionism shows up as collaboration. You'll team up with people, not because you really want to, but because you don't trust yourself to do it alone. And then you end up resenting the whole situation because it was never about partnership. It was about fear. Sometimes the real perfection trap is assuming you need this big network to all be on board, to all be on the team. But really, it was about how little you trust yourself. The actual way out. Real discipline isn't clenching harder, it's letting go sooner. So how do you let go sooner and escape this perfection cycle? You stop worshiping polish. You stop falling for the cosmic joke. You stop hiding behind the safety of anticipation. You recognize the biology. Your brain loves the chase. You recognize the psychology. Your ego loves the drama. You recognize the culture. Hustle trained you to worship productivity without showing you how to consistently finish without burning out. And okay, since that culture sucks so bad, here's the real consistency equation. Let go of the anxious need to be great or perfect. You can still want to be great and pursue and improve. That frees you of any expectation, which frees you of any timeline, which frees you of overthinking. And then you don't create a complex of incremental failure within something, shame, which creates a positive feedback loop, which makes you enjoy doing it, which pulls you into consistency. And then you can change your relationship with what feels good enough to actually let go of sooner. You finish, you ship, you let it breathe in other people's lives. Because the grand irony is perfectionism isn't protecting you. It's robbing you of the very thing that people would relate to. The big takeaway. Perfectionism is glorious self-sabotage. That's the bottom line. It feels noble, but it's a defense mechanism, and it's your biology rewarding you for anticipation over completion. It's psychology trying to control the dramatic narrative. And it's shame telling you that you're not enough. The way out is leaning into the side of you that's afraid of risk, that's afraid of looking stupid. Not to fully override those fears, but to recognize them and do a judo move on them so you can flip them on their head and use their energy against them. Seek to make mistakes and to preserve the snapshots exactly as they are. You can't be perfect, but you can let go sooner. That's true discipline, and that is sustainable. Let it be messy, let it be finished, let it be real. If you're ready to get out of your own way, click the link below. I've built something that's already helped hundreds of creators completely dismantle perfectionism. Because the worst thing is work undone that gets watered down with time, that never gets an honest snapshot, that never gets an honest try. Check out this video next, and as always, I believe in you.